city, hood, click. Let's go.
Yeah, yeah. Lock the door on him. Lock the door on him. Hood postman. Hood postman. Reporting live. Reporting live. This the hood postman, come and check the program. You ain't from the streets, this is something you should know, man. Running from police, gotta grip the wheel with both hands. Speeding down the interstate, please do not approach him. 40s in the fridge, got the caddy in the driveway. Get all out of my face, I don't wanna violate. Looked up in the mirror and I told myself, why wait? We took this shit worldwide, you only in 5 states. Came from the 4 corners with my 4 quarters. Showed them the style, then they stole on us. Times got wild, then they told on us. Dog, it was hard, but we had to keep it rolling. You ain't gotta ask, you know where to find me. I be in the back streets where it get grimy. It's just me and Mel, Rennie looking bride D. I be going hard till I'm in the 5 C's. Know the vibes. I'ma do it till I die. I ain't never switched sides. I ain't never had to tell a lie. Let's ride. Know the vibes. I'ma do it till I die. I ain't never switched sides. I ain't never told them no lie. Let's ride. Hood postman. 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 Hood postman.
Shout out to the Mailroom Nation and the Mailroom Goons. I am Professor Melly Mail, the Hood Postman. Be sure to click the notification bell, like, subscribe, and share. Drop a comment down below so when the dope content hit, it's going to feel like the first and the 15th. You can go anywhere in the world to get a couple of lies, but you come right here to get the truth. And the truth you shall receive. Get on the bus and let me take you to school. Before they had handguns, they had hand gods. You got the man up. This is not a glorification nor is it glamorization. It is always that education. Again, get on the bus and let me take you to school. Yeah, we coming to talk about, man, this phenomenon called Bosco, man. Amazing in itself, the movie, but the human being, the man, is an incredible person. Very, very. He has made positive impact by highlighting significance of mental variety, resilience, and energy, and being effective beyond his community. This is a part of who he is as a person, being able to be effective apart from the community. These qualities are essentials in personal growth, development, and adaptability in various environments. Because when you're in various environments, we got to be able to see things in terms of the way we see them, right? But not be in denial of what they are, or what we're up against, or what we're facing. This is important. So Bosco example serves as a inspiration for others to either embrace or learn from or educate them. So new experiences expand your horizons and make differences outside your comfort zone. It's important that we make differences outside our comfort zone. I want to start right here. I want to first start off with giving shout outs to my homeboy TJ Tillman. You guys, he got the book all called Child Support is Fraud. We're going to get an interview from him, which is going to be amazing. Shout out to K-Boy for giving this amazing performance here at the Blue Carpet event, and everybody, all the family, the host of family and friends, and everybody attended. It was just an incredible night. Shout out to Rennie Loke. I see you in the chat. Everybody that came out to support, all the tons of love and just people just coming out to just show that love. You know what I mean? We came together as a people without anything happening or anybody being in a disagreement or any of that. We were perfect that night, and that in itself makes things amazing. We're going to talk about Bosco in a minute. Let's see. Haven't seen the flick yet, but I caught his interview with Tavis Smiley. interesting enough, Tavis Smiley is actually dating one of my cousins. So, but that's a whole other story. We'll talk about that another time. Um, he's an incredible individual. You got to understand at the age of 10, he was already doing things that young boys just didn't do. I think he had his first car at like 13. He went on a car at 13. So that in itself showed that he paid a lot of attention. I think it was one part when he said that those individuals around him showed him how special he was or made him see that he was incredible. And we did, because he saw us do a lot, and we didn't have any idea that he was taking all this stuff in. Me, his uncles, his Uncle Ron, rest in peace, my brother-in-law, Uncle Donald, Uncle Butch, and then all my brothers, Age, Edge, Rat, BK, just a lot of different moving parts. And that's, sometimes the best diamonds come out of the most pressure, you know what I mean? You get perfect stones out of those circumstances, situations. So I wanted to just talk about that minute, you know what I mean? And just show that there's a lot about him that didn't necessarily come out in the movie, but if you go purchase the book, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. The movie was able to just grab just like a little tenth of what he might have had said or done in regards to the movie and everything else that he has done. But yeah, the movie was good. The movie was good. It was excellent. I just, the parts that needed to be talked about was talked about, so it was a good movie, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. But what are you guys doing on this Saturday? I know Saturday sometimes can be hard for us because we got so many different things we have to take care and do, running around trying to, gather ourselves. But, it's just part of life process, right? So if anybody have any questions in regards to the movie, let's just shout out to Mel Gersh. Great job. Yeah, did you see me, man? I was a DEA agent jumping out with that thing. Gersh was also a DEA agent, working undercover. Tyrese Gibson, Vivica Fox, DC Young Fly, not Rich Homie Quan, Watts Homie Quan. Watts Homie Quan was in it as well. So yeah, I think it was, it turned out to be pretty good. It's amazing how you see how things are being put together and then you see a finished product. You were like, wow, like I never expected to see that in that terms. So what's your guys' thoughts on it? I haven't seen the flick yet. Okay, I answered that one. So anybody have any questions in regards to the movie itself? Shout out to Mike Marsh. What's up, Mike? Where you been, man? Dummy Dodging TV. What's going on, Dummy Dodging TV? Man, that's very necessary, bro. Dummy Dodging is very necessary. And we're going to get into some of that too, because I have to point out a couple of things that's going on in this internet that I'm seeing that's like just even, some destinations get, okay. So any questions in regards to anything I said? If not, we're gonna, get off into another area. But once again, shout out to Bosco for doing an amazing, incredible job at being the person he is. And TJ, I saw you, bro. Definitely seeing you in there. That was impactful. His mom, my wife was there. All his cousins and sister, and then there was a host of nephews and sons and just everybody, just friends and family. The neighborhood was there, all the youngsters, they was there. Everybody was looking nice, dressed nice, and just had a great time down there in Lost Town, Los Angeles, off of Wilshire in the high rise. It was a great event, a great event. Oh, you watched it, Roster Man. What did you think of it? It was good, huh? Where can I watch the movie? Is streaming right now on Peacock. Let me put that up. Let me see. Let me put my banner up. Let me see banner. There you go. Movie is streaming on Peacock. So I just put the banner up. You guys can see it. Watch Bosco Movie streaming on Peacock now. That's going across the bottom. Yeah, it's on Peacock. I'll tell you, Dummy Dodge and TV, go watch it, bro. You won't be disappointed. You know, and it shows all the corruption and all the different things that we know and see and feel that that's within law enforcement. You know what I mean? For him to be in a cell, camera right there, and still get out with them watching him, amazing. And then for him to count all the steps, he knew all his footsteps, he knew the key sounds, he knew everything. It was just, he calculated everything. Oh, you gonna watch it again? It's again, Roster Man say you gonna watch it again tonight. Right on, bro. Yeah, let's get it out there, man. Let's stream it, stream it, stream it. Click it as many cans you can so we get, because we're looking forward to doing other projects. I will be, because he's doing, I'm definitely gonna be involved. I wouldn't miss it. Yeah, the way he broke out was right. And then the white girl, you see when she locked the door, didn't want to let him in. And then she turned around, at the end, like she flipped on it. That happens. Yeah, it happens. And then how he got into the phone system, and he wasn't giving them dime, but he was using that phone like going, guys, do you know what I love? What do you love, bro? Oh, the 7-year-old. Yeah, that was my granddaughter. Those were my granddaughters. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, those were the granddaughters. They had a great parts in there, and they did really good. So, any more questions in regards to the movie? Anything would you like to know about Bosco? Jason Johnson. Nice photo with Vivica. Yeah, Vivica was nice. Yeah. Very nice person. She actually played my wife. She played my wife, Willa. And Tyrese played Tootie. Yeah, so yeah. And Gertie played. Y'all saw Gertie with that red hair? With the band, but he had like a sweatband around his head. That was Gertie Montana. He was undercover. Did y'all see that part? And then myself jumping out the vehicle when we pulled the raid, to catch him up on the because his original case, right? He had originally called at 13 called a life sentence in youth authority for kidnap robbery. And the quality of the movie was good. And then later on, after that gets overturned and gets out, he catch this 35 years for attempting to possess like 1,400 pounds of marijuana in the state of Missouri. So that was that scene when you seen all the DEA rushing in and all that in the van, and he's in the van. He gets out the car to go gets in the van. Yeah, that was that part. Yeah, right on, bro. City to city. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. It is always an amazing thing when we can come together as a people and just show our talent in a way that is not doesn't that's associated with some type of disdain or some type of degradation or malice or any of those things that seem to be circulating a lot as of lately on the internet. Let me talk about that for a moment. Many people on YouTube, right, don't have the necessary tools or the creativity or the critique of situations of people and of our history, right? Did you do any scenes at Alameda and drop off at Long Beach, Mississippi, and went through your hood? Yeah, a lot of those scenes were shot in the hood, bro. A lot of them. Right on Smurf Nacho, OG Mel Good has big things planned for. Keep going, bro. Right on, man. So once again, let me get into another subject that I wanted to talk about. I'm gonna say it again. Many people on YouTube don't have the necessary tools or the creativity or the critique of situation, peoples, and history. So what they do, and they're really like content thieves. And let me explain. You got a lot of people on YouTube due to anonymity. Anonymity is mean you don't know who they are, and distance. You don't know where they are, and they're using these AI situations to come on and expound on situations that they don't do no research. They don't do no fact finding, statements of facts. They don't do, all they do is everything is done by feelings. It's not what they know, it's not what they can prove, none of that. It's just feelings. And what you're getting from that is a lot of people is just only, they don't have no talent. In other words, I can come on YouTube and speak on things that I have read, expound on those things and just the history because I come from 1972 when it comes to the history of gangs and all that. I come from 1972. So guys, I don't saw the rest of them go down in a heap. I saw different scenarios and situations where people won and people lost. I've seen all that. But all the ones that has been like extreme in their positions and how they come approach this, what you now see as a Damu and Kiwe life, they lost in the game of life. The game of life is checks and balances each day. The game is going to send you a bill, and if you are morally, spiritually, and emotionally bankrupt, you are in default on the game of life. And you're going to lose at some point because the numbers are against you. You have to be lucky every day. And all the individuals that's laying back paying attention, all they have to do is be lucky one time. They don't have to be lucky every day. They don't have to be paying attention to everything you do and always be involved in the negativity that surrounds the internet. They don't have to be involved in that. You got people that's waking up each and every day that is full of disdain, that's full of degradation, that's full of some type of personal feelings that has nothing to do with how the world operates and how the world functions. And even during the times of Nat Turner, Harriet Tubman, Gabriel Processor, Jim Mike Vassy, there was times when they said, and you can go back and read some of those historical facts in books where they knew they was going to have to kill some of our people. And I'm not saying that literally. I'm just giving you the metaphorical side of it to where some people you're going to have to cut off, bro. And you're going to have to cut off because they're spewing negative comments, content, and they actually don't know how to they don't have any content because they'll steal it from me, they'll steal it from Kevin, they'll steal it from street TV. They steal it from various other platforms, the ones that's been on here doing it for quite some time. And then they jump on Clubhouse. You don't know who they are. They have I don't know what they call the little pics that they hide behind, but you don't know who they are. You never see their face. Like me, you can interact with me. Most people that's on the internet with me can actually go to my Instagram and send me a message, and I will respond. We will talk. Shout out to Smurf Nacho. We talk regularly. I talk with Dummy Dodge and TV because he's a real individual. He's a live human being. He has a meaning and a purpose on how he wants to do content. And it is not cloaked and wrapped in degradation and disdain and the undervalue of black culture and black people. The individuals that you'll see on the internet specifically go after black people every day and black culture. You'll never see them attempted to look at how Europeans think and how they're moving in this space, in this sphere. Only thing they're gonna do is tell you about who's snitching or who's not snitching or all this stuff that's meaningless. Because if you're not gonna be a person that's gonna challenge it and get to the real meaning of why you're doing what you're doing, and you just put it on the internet so other people can get mad and become angered by what or triggered by what you're saying, because there's a lot of people being triggered by the misinformation and assassination of character. Over the years, a lot of Crips and Pyrus and Compton to moved to Inland Empire, and they got to know some of them, and they told me their story about the 70s and the 80s. Yeah, you're right. And they get into this thing. People pretend to understand quiet people, but quiet people don't, because when we talk, when people talk, I'm observing, I'm aware, and you should always be cautious of people who's quiet and not necessarily bump, because people who are bump, they can't necessarily see anything or hear anything because they're doing this, and there's time when you have to get quiet. You have to study, because the brain is a muscle. It is the computer, and if you don't download or you don't upload and you don't empty out, it's just like the computer. There's trash even in your phone. There's stuff you have to take out of your phone because it becomes trash. And if you're taking in trash every day, then you will pick up a virus and you won't function in a normal capacity. And that happens in your computers, that happens in your phones, that happens in with people. People who can't communicate think everything is an argument. I literally think that everything is an argument. People who lack accountability think everything is an attack. They think everything is an attack on them. So this is why you see these people have these outrageous outbursts. They braggadocious. They talk this macho stuff like they the baddest dudes in the world and all this stuff. But yet, for the most part, you don't know who they are, why they saying what they saying, and they hide behind what I guess they call them PTRs. These kind of icons to where they can say what they want to say, and hopefully you won't know who they are, and they can talk any kind of way. But in the real life, in the game of life, this game is going to send you a bill at some point. These people undervalue, underestimate, and marginalize the resilience and the strength of our culture. Remember, we went through 400 years of slavery, Jim Crowisms, Ku Klux Klan. Now we experience Jim Crow Esquire. Jim Crow Esquire is the law, where a lot of things that was one time was physical, it's now permanently woven into the law. The law does not favor you. The law does not have you, because you can see it even with these. All the have anybody taken notice with all the people that's on the Trump situation, the Fannie Willis, Letitia James, the judge, I forget her name escapes me, and some of the other prosecutors, they're all black. Why did they use all black people to try to bring this black man, this white man, under the light and extreme scrutiny of justice? Why? I'll tell you why. It's because when it all goes bad, because they're not going to arrest Trump, they're not going to lock him up, he's not going to be found guilty, they'll be able to look at those black people and once again point the finger. But remember, when you point one finger, you got three more pointing back. So just be respectful and mindful of that, and make sure what you're saying, you can stand on it. And I think that a lot of things that people say on the internet, they really can't stand on. They just, in other words, they're passing feelings. Somebody had a feeling or about this guy, that guy, and they put it on the internet, and the next guy took it, he expounded on it, and he might have put a little bit of verbiage to it. And once again, if you don't have the mental variety and the word expressions to cleverly articulate a story or put it in a framework where people can get it, that it is meaningful and show you clear and cut and precise direction, then what is it all for? Then what is it all for? Dr. Claude Anderson said at some point, if we continue on the path we're on, we'll be a permanent underclass. I'm not going to be in there because I have a rarity, and I believe in the rarity that I have, that is going to supersede a lot of stuff that people indulge in and engage in. When you know your rarity, you move different, you love different, you act different, you teach different, you coach different, you behave different. And when you're rare, you know that. You don't let nobody question that, because you understand just how rare you are in the space that you are in. People are going to try to assassinate your character. And they're going to say some right things, but again, I understand quiet people, and I'm a quiet person. And I do, because I don't talk as much as I observe. A lot of times I'm not going to respond to a lot of different things. If you guys, I don't know if you guys notice, even when somebody says something outrageous and ridiculous about me, a lot of times I wait 4 or 5 days to say anything, because when I say something, it's going to be bone crushing. And you're going to know exactly what I said, because it's going to be a combination of my mind, my resilience, my heart, and my energy and my essence combined. And if they can withstand that, then so be it. But the truth, a lie has speed, but the truth has endurance. There's the allegory that talks about well-dressed lie. One day a lie invited the truth to go swimming. The lie turns to the truth and say, "Truth, hold your head under the water, and I'll keep counting. I'll see how long you can do it." Mind you, this allegory is about the dark ages, when everything went dark, when the books and libraries were being burnt in monasteries, and noses was being knocked off of statues and great monuments, right? So meanwhile, while the truth is underwater, the truth can't hear nothing, see nothing, or don't know what's going on. So the lie began to clothe himself in truth clothing. And he went running up the street while truth is under the water. And somebody looks up and say, hey, that looks like truth. So the truth emerges out the water and realizes that the lie has taken his clothing. The lie, the truth, climbs out the pool and gave chase after the lie. Then another person looked up and said, hey, wait a minute, but here comes the naked truth. You see, so that's where we at now. We're dealing with the naked truth. The naked truth is going to catch the lie and take back its clothing. So therefore, you'll be able to see the lie for what it is. It's just a lie. And I know there's a lot of people believe in trends and what they idolize. Now, I'm not going to say a lot, a percentage. A lot of you are smart and genuinely intelligent and clever enough to see through BS. As long as you don't continue to lend your ear to something, because it's like being addicted. You know, people have cigarette addictions, people have sexual addictions, people have food addictions. There are all sorts kind of addictions. Now we got to include internet addiction. Internet addiction based on garbage information, lies, miscellaneous, small talk, negative talk, personal talk that don't mean nothing, ain't worth a hill of beans. Indigenous minds. How you doing, bro? Yep. Black people will be a permanent underclass. I just seen what Congress, though, passed a bill, and I'm surprised to see Democrats joined on. If an immigrant get caught driving drunk, it's now cause for deportation. You'll be surprised at how many people that come to this country and get drunk and jump behind the wheel of a car and won't take responsibility in their actions when they do something terrible. So I believe that, I don't know where we're going with the immigration and as far as the border and what they're going to do. I think both political parties, right wing, left wing, belong to one bird. Behind the scenes, they chopping it up, drinking coffee and eating donuts together. So I don't know how we differ from one to the other. I think that we have to blow up those old mindsets and become something different. That's just what I think. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you for taking out the time of your day to listen to me. I know it's early part of the day. Maybe I'll come back on later on tonight and give more detail and talk about things. And sometimes I know if we're not being messy or we're not talking about assassinations or doing another black person wrong, people don't tend to listen to what I have to say. That's fine. I don't need you over here, no way, because I want people that's on purpose, that has a meaning, that knows that is more important to life, and it's more things to life to just be caught up in mess and dealing in subject matters that doesn't grow the community. That's all we should look to build up before we tear down. And we got so many people on the internet now. Like I said, they don't have no creativity. They don't have no critiques, no real critiques. And all they doing is stealing content. And then they do what you call. And then first thing they come on, right? First thing they come on and say, like, subscribe, and share to this video. And then they'll or bring on somebody else's content and roll it. And they'll talk a little bit, but you can't see their face. You don't know where they are, none of that. You don't know none of that, right? And then at the end of the video, they tell you like, subscribe to this video if you like what I'm saying. And then, and they're gone. And yet people will click on their videos and like it or whatever in it. And I guess I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's right. I think that's a lack of information and information poor individuals, and all they want to do is have this overindulgence in messy conversations and situations, and that's how they make it, I guess, But it's up to you to change that. It's not up to me. I'm just point it out and say what I say about it, but it's up to you to change that. And if you really want to be educated and not be stuck into a mindset that is meaningless, the game will always send you a bill. That's it. The game will always send you a bill. Know that. And you guys stay tuned for the Last Supper podcast. We are definitely putting the pieces together of that, and there's going to be some heavy hitters in there, and they're gonna break down the God body. They're gonna break down the 5%. They're gonna break down Islam, Christianity. They're gonna break down a lot of different things and a lot of different understandings so people can get it, because we have way too many labels. We're Crips, we're Bloods, we're GDs, we're BDs, we're Hebrew Israelites, we're Islamic, we're Christians, we're Lord Science Temple. We got all these different labels, and we don't agree on nothing. You guys don't get, that's what actually makes the Jewish community so powerful, because they agree on two things they are never differ on. That's being Jewish and the Holocaust. Across the board, they agree on that. We can't even agree on slavery. Some of us say we're indigenous to this land. Some of us say we're Africa. Some of them say it's just a lot of different stuff. I'm just telling you, it's just disagreements within our culture that is doing more harm to us. And we don't understand that race means just that, race. We're in a competition. Everybody is competing for resources. And guess who's at the bottom of the totem pole? I don't have to tell you, because you're more focused on meaningless situations. You're sitting on Clubhouse 4 and 5, 6 hours a day, worrying about what Big U doing, Whack doing, and some of the other people that they talk about on there, And those people are, Big U lifestyle hasn't changed, and I'm sure Whack lifestyle hasn't changed, even though he overindulged in these circumstances and situations. But what I'm telling you, their money is probably already made. They're probably comfortable, so don't worry about that. Get you together. Get your family together. Make sure your family is okay. Make sure you're invested. Part of what you earn is yours to keep, and the rest, spend less. Make more, spend less, and invest the rest. That's my advice. Make more, spend less, and invest the rest. Then you won't have time to be worrying about what Shanika's wearing on her feet, or what kind of dress she had on today, and what kind of car is John Boy driving. Did you see the Bentley and all that? You won't have time to even worry about none of that, because you'll be solely invested in yourself, your family, and your community. With that being said, I am Professor Melly Mill. Lock the door, because we are gone. Take us out, shorty.
For grind all the time, baby.
Yeah. Cali Finest, baby. Proof of grind all the time. Music money. Got a dollar sign. Hub City. I'm a street nigga. Streets fuck with me. I'ma keep pushing products till the fans get me. It's guap off top. Diamond Cartier. That nigga wall won't give a broke bitch the time of day. They see me climbing. They see me tech with me. That's my hater sprayer. Go big, grind now, nigga, play later. What can I say? I'm addicted